Hey guys, this is Gloria, and welcome to my third card of my baby boy series. Thank you for joining me today. In today's video, I'm going to use two cartridges, and I'm going to use Life's a Party, and the Cricket Light B is for boy. Now, these two cartridges are really cute for especially catering to the boys, which is really awesome, okay? And the paper pack that I'm using today is going to be Stump, and this is for My Mind's Eye. And the pattern that we're using, this is a 2010 stack. The pattern that we're using is this pattern because I'm going to try to do sort of like a scene card. Maybe, maybe not. It all depends on how it comes out, okay, guys? I got it in my imagination. I just got to see how it comes out on the card. Okay, so my card is this craft stock, and this is going to be an A2 size card, and it's going to be portrait style. So this is 5.5 by 8.5, and then you score it at 4 1/4. Okay. For some reason, this cardstock it's not cut straight. Give me a second, let me get another piece. If it does not cut straight, nothing is going to layer on your card straight. So you got to make sure that your card is cut straight. So I'm going to cut this. So this right here is 8.5 by 11. You turn it this way and you put it at 5.5, and you cut it, and you have two cardstocks to make two cards. You could do portrait style, you could layer it different. I mean, there's so many different ways to make these size cards. You could do it landscape, which is this way, portrait style, or the other way. Portrait style but landscape also. Okay? So there goes my card base, and that is much better. See, if your card base is not straight, it's not going to come out straight. So since this is an A2 size card, you have to score at 4 1/4. Okay, and let me get my bone folder. If I got this straight or not. I hope you guys are doing really good this morning. I figured since I didn't have to go into work till 1, I figure I'll make a card early this morning and get it done and over with so you guys don't have to wait until later on tonight. Plus, you know, I wanted to get this done early because I want to go to the store. I need to buy a couple of things in the grocery store and, you know, pass through the craft store and see what they got. Okay, we're going to design the inside of the card. Now, for the inside, I have this yellow cardstock, and I'm going to adhere it right there. But as I can see, it's a little bit too big. So I'm going to get my cutter. And if it's 5.5, I actually want to cut it at 5 1/4. Okay, so I'm going to layer that right there. And now that I see that, this might be too big. Yup. And if that's 5 1/4, I want to actually cut this. This is 3.75. I want to cut this at 5. Okay, and it's gonna adhere right there. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to use my corner chomper, and I want to do the edges, and I think I want to use the 1/2 inch one. Okay, no, I'm gonna do the 1/4 inch because last time I did a 1/2 inch, it was just too much off of it. For some reason, this didn't seem like it cut round. Okay, and I'm going to do the same with my cream cardstock. Now, I want to adhere both of these cardstocks together. And it's just going to look just like that. But now that I'm thinking, I actually want to do my edges. So, let me do my edges because it kind of looks really good, especially on a boy card. Okay. So, there we go. So, I'm going to adhere that right there. And I'm going to do the same with the white. The cream color. So let me adhere this down. So guys, this weekend I'm going to do an updated video to update on the craft items that I've got for my giveaway. I'm also adding some stuff that I had. And you know, I want to make it really good because I actually want more people to join in giving Eva the card. If you guys can, you know. I know there's a lot of you that don't do video responses and, you know, so that's why I wanted you guys to send me the card so I could send it to her, you know. So if you guys don't do videos, that's perfectly fine. Just send me the card, and when you send me the card, definitely put who you are as your YouTube name so I know who you guys are. So there won't be no complications in, oh, well, who's this? Because, you know, everybody has a different name on their YouTube. And I want to be able that I have everyone in there. Okay, so there it goes. Now, I end up using my, this is the notch. I think it's called the notch. Hold on a second. Let me find out. Yep, it's called the notched square. So I used this, and with the pattern paper I'm using for the front, I kind of made like a little border. So let's adhere that down. Let me put some on the edge over here. Okay, so I'm just going to adhere it right down there. And that looks straight too. Okay, so that's the inside of my card. And for my sentiment, I have this 7 Gypsies. And this is a huge. This is called Declaimer Large Clear Stamps. And the stamp that I'm going to use is Some Assembly Required. And it might go with the image that I'm doing. It might not. Sometimes my imagination goes further. And I think that it will go like yesterday's card. I thought yesterday's card was cute. Especially the sentiment, you know. But, you know, I kind of like to think outside of the box too. Okay, so I got my stamp on my Friskus Punch. Now let me just get my Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I think that looks really good. Okay, so I'm just gonna stamp it right on there. And I hope it don't go blotchy. I've never used these stamps before. Oh, it came out good. Okay. Some assembly required. So that's the inside of our card. Now let's start layering the outside. Now on the outside, I have this blue, cardstock, and it's going to act sort of like our sky. So let me notch the corner out because I did 2 of the corners. Okay, so I'm just going to adhere it down, straight down right there. And okay. I've been so busy lately And I'm trying to do the cards, take care of the house, you know, take care of my husband and my boy, and do so many things. And I'm actually loving it because it keeps me busy, which is a good thing. But my body's not loving it. So, what can I do? I just keep on going, you know. That's why they have Aleve and they have Motrin. And I tend not to use any of that. But once in a while, like last night, I heard it. I was supposed to get off of work early yesterday. But when my boss got out of work, got out of the doctor's office, she had asked me if I wanted to stay later. And I was like, you know, Cindy, I'm here for you. If you need me to stay here, I'm here. I don't have nothing to do. Okay, just let me cut a little bit of this extra cardstock that I got overlaid. That looks alright. Okay, so now I end up using my Friskers Grass Punch. And I cut out 2 borders. So I'm going to glue them together. And I'm going to adhere them down. Okay, so let me get some ATG. I make such a mess when I work. Not when I'm working, when I'm creating the cards. Because sometimes my images, you know, I have a little basket where I have all my stuff that I use on a daily basis. And then I have some stuff. And I want to make this actually a little bit more longer. I kind of cut the grass too short, so... Okay. No, that's not even at all. Okay, that looks better. Well, I heard someone turn around and told me that somebody used, you know, I got WD-40, but someone said they used cooking grease, which cooking grease works just like that because it's oil, you know. But this weekend, I think I'm going to end up definitely oiling up my ATG because I can't stand that noise. And I know you guys, I know that gets irritated. I know it irritates me and I'm right in front of it. Okay, so there goes our grass. Now, I end up using my small cloud punch and my large cloud punch, which is a medium and a large. Or a large and an extra large. No, let me stop, guys. I don't even know where I'm going. Okay, so now I have these clouds that I cut out. And I'm just going to adhere them down randomly. Okay, I messed that one up. I'm going to have to punch out another one. But I have an extra one right here. I just got to make sure what side I'm not supposed... Okay. One side is glossy and one side is plain. So I got to make sure that I don't tend to do the glossy side. Because it won't look right. Of course not. Okay, now I'm going to put a large one right in the middle. Okay, let me cut out one more. And the reason why I invested my, I have a lot of cartridges, and a lot of the cartridges, it has clouds on it. But the reason why I invested in a cloud punch was because it is so much easier. When you need a cloud, you don't have to take out your mat. You don't have to worry about hanging, cutting it down and getting cardstock. You just get a piece of scrap paper and just cut away. That's all you guys got to do. Just cut away. Okay, now what I want to do with this one, I actually want to cut half of it off. So let me do that now. Okay. And then I got one more big one and a small one. And with the big one, I'm going to do the same on the other side. But I'm just going to bring it lower. Or higher. Lower. I'm actually probably going to put one behind the grass. Because it's like if you were looking from far away, guys. So don't worry about how it looks behind the grass. Because when you're looking up at the sky, everything's behind everything. So, and I got one more, and it's the small one. And this pattern paper that I put on, it actually really gives it a better look because it got some glitter on it and it's sort of like a brownish color. And I'm going to put that one right here. Okay, so there goes my cloud. You see, you can't even tell. Like if you were watching from far from a hill, you see the clouds that are behind the grass. So that's the perfect thing. Okay, now since I already got my inside, I should put something else here. I hope the sentiment goes with this, but with all due, I think out the box a lot. So okay, now on the It's a Boy cartridge, I end up cutting out what would you call this? A rocket. Okay, and I cut that out at 2.5. No, I cut that out at 3.25 inch. And here goes my rocket. There goes my rocket. And then I use my white gel pen to kind of stitch around all the black to kind of bring it out. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to pop it up and adhere it to my card. So let me get my foam tape. And I like to work with primary colors because, in school, what colors do you use? You use yellow, red, blue, and green all the time. Primary colors are beautiful. Okay. And here goes my image. So I'm going to adhere, this cloud I just covered it. So it's sort of like it's lifting off. Okay. Now for my sentiment in the, where was it at? In my booklet in Life's a Party, they have this phrase called blast off. So what I did, I cut it out in black and in red, and I kind of stitched it out with put some stitching around it in white, and I'm gonna pop this up too, but I want to double pop it up because I want it to be bigger than the ship. So let's see. Okay, so I got it all popped up and I got it on 2 thicknesses of foam. So I'm just gonna, you know, I need to actually put this a little further down. Excuse me, guys. Before I put my image, let me put down my sentiment. And I want my sentiment to go right there. Right? Yes. Blast off. Yay! You're blasting off. Okay. Let me get another piece of foam because that one kind of... Okay, so now I want to put my image right here. Now, you see, I made another mistake. I didn't want to put that down yet. I end up having some... I gotta see what colors look good. I have these confetti stars, and I got them in silver and in gold. And I think I want to like place some stars around. So I'll probably use both colors. And I have a whole lot of them. And you know, in the party section, they sell confetti. They sell so many things that you can use for your paper crafts. And all you need actually is glue. And you're good to go. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to adhere those stars. And let me get my my quick dry. And just a little dot, and you put it down. A little dot, and you put it down. A little dot, and you put it down. And don't worry, guys, this adhesive, if you got too much, it dries clear. That's the best thing about quick dry. It dries quick and it dries clear. A little dot and down. And I bought these confettis. I spent really cheap for them too. It was 25 cents and it was out of my job. And I looked at it and it said confetti. I'm like, hold on a second. I could use this on my cards. I said, for 50 cents, what? Why not? You know, try it out and check it out and see. And I actually want to put okay, and that one looks good, that one looks good, that one looks good. They all look good. Now, what I actually want to do is put this gold one at the end where it says blast off. Just like that. But I want to scoot it over a little bit. And that looks good. Okay, guys, well, thank you for joining me today. This is my card number 3 of my baby boy series or boy series. I'm going to stop saying baby because I've only did one cut for a baby. I'm just going to say boy series because, you know, some people, I don't know, they will probably think that it will be for an older kid. I think the Jack in the Box is for a little baby. Because only little babies wind up the Jack in the Box. Remember that, guys? When we were young little kids, we used to wind it up and pop goes the weasel. It was so awesome. Oh my God, I used to have so fun with my Jack in the Box. Okay, guys, well, here goes my card. Thank you so much for joining me today. You guys have a wonderful day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe late, maybe early. I might do the card tonight. It all depends on what time I get off so I can upload it, or I might just wake up early tomorrow since I kind of work all day long. So I see you guys tomorrow now. Bye. And this is the inside of my card. Some assembly required. There you go. Thank you for joining me. Bye now.